Really? Right now, there's nothing. Like, welcome to our city. How? Just welcome. There's nothing to say hi to you. So eventually, you're going to buy your plane tickets and travel to one of these English-speaking countries, right? After you took your IELTS test, you're going to head to Canada, the US, Australia, New Zealand, England, or the UK, maybe Ireland or somewhere else. But anyway, you are going to go into an airport terminal and weigh your luggage. Then there's this check-in counter, and then get your boarding pass, and then there's passport control. You also go through multiple security checks, and then you get to your gate, and you go through the gate, through the air bridge, and then you are boarded. And then you fasten your seatbelt. But at this point, we're not going to look into that area. We're going to focus on the airport terminals. Welcome to IELTS Juice. Let's start this time around a report. And the rubric says, the plans below show the site of an airport now and how it will look after redevelopment next year. There we go. So it's an airport now, and it's the same airport 1 year from now. And we're basically checking the visual differences, not necessarily the quality. We are just going to report whatever we see. Bravo. The name of the airport is Southwest Airport. It looks like this right now. Okay, departures, arrivals, the gates, security, passport control. So departures, you go in, there's this legend down below. There's this check-in process, or there's a check-in table maybe, or area. And then there's a cafe in the corner, walkway. Okay, there's a walkway here to, what are these numbers? Gates. All right. And you first go through passport control and then through security. And then you need to walk to your desired gate. And if you are coming to the airport, that means the arrivals terminal. So you first you emerge from one of these gates. Then your passport will be controlled, and then if you have any goods or items, you have customs control, and then there's basically nothing. Really. Right now, there's nothing. Like, welcome to our city. How? Just welcome. There's nothing to say hi to you. There's not even I don't know, a machine, a booth, or whatever that can give you a glass of water. Anyway, I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't write these things. We can't see anything. We're not allowed to say that we're not allowed to say this is like the way we greet our guests. This is how we say welcome to our city, like without anything. Don't say these things in your reports. Basically, it's empty. There isn't much here. That's the maximum we can say. All right, and then what happens? All right, the gates will, whoa, the number will increase, and instead of a walkway now you need a sky train. So you have the same setups, just a little bit of change here. What's that? It's a car hire. Oh, look, now there are 2 entrances to the departures and 2 exits for arrivals. There is a cafe again. Oh, it's the same cafe, but they just moved it diagonally onto the other corner. This check-in counter is now, what's the B? Backdrop. Okay. Passport control is the same. Security is the same. We have new shops here we didn't have before. It's probably the duty-free shop where you can buy some super expensive and some relatively okay priced goods, or maybe souvenirs, which I normally do not recommend because they're very expensive. And passport control and customs, again, on the other side. Good. There's money. What's the money? ATM. Okay, it's an ATM machine. Another cafe. Thank goodness. Now, after a long haul flight, you can sit in a cafe and maybe just chill or wait for somebody, or you can open up your laptop and connect to the internet. I don't know, finish your book, do some reporting, whatever it is that you need to do. All right. All right. All good. Let's look at the candidate's response. And you know me, to analyze the candidate's response, I need to have the visual side by side, so I'll be back. We're back and we start reading. The diagrams illustrate the current layout of Southwest Airport and its changes next year. Okay. It's very simple. And it's only one sentence. And it doesn't say what type of changes, or it doesn't give me any sense of how much the change it is. Like, is it like it changes into another airport, it changes into a worse airport or a better airport in size, what areas? We don't have any details. It's just a simple thing. It's like, for example, in a restaurant, they tell you that today the chef's special is something. The chef's special is, I don't know, barbecued pork. For the vegetarians, it's grilled tomato. Just making up. And tomorrow it changes. Okay, yeah. Well, of course, but can I have an idea at least? Tomorrow, what the chef's special will be? No. That is, you know, I'm completely clueless. I don't know. Tomorrow maybe we have Thai food. Who knows? No one knows. No, you're not giving me that information. Anyway, let's continue. Overall, I wish this overall could join the previous sentence. The airport will undergo significant changes. You see, in a very short distance, I'm using this word twice. With the most notable being the number, good, with the most notable being, good grammar, the number of gates and the addition of new facilities such as shops, a SkyTrain, and a car hire service. Okay. We are randomly picking some elements, shops, SkyTrain, and car hire. They are from 3 different locations. I can give you that much, that, yeah, good, but I'm still trying to find the logic. Currently, okay, the logic is we are going to devote one paragraph about the layout now and another paragraph probably for the layout in the future. I'm slowly beginning to understand what is happening. The airport has only 8 gates. I would have written this as EIGHT. Arranged in a, good grammar, reduced relative clause. Arranged in a straight line on the northwest side. Northwest side, we don't know. Northwest side. We don't know that. The name of the airport is Southwest. It's not an airport to the southwest of somewhere. The name is Southwest. So I don't know if this is correct, and I cannot say this is wrong either. You lose marks, but it's not wrong. That's all. After redevelopment, the number of gates will increase to 18, arranged in a Y shape, providing more capacity for flights. This is safe to assume. Additionally, a SkyTrain will be introduced to facilitate transportation between the gates. In terms of other facilities, the current airport has basic services such as a cafe located in both the departure and arrival sections. Okay, now I don't know why this paragraph is written here. My brain is now processing why are we still talking about the current layout? We were supposed to talk about this one. Well, let me continue. The current airport has basic services such as a cafe located in both the departure and arrival sections. Departure and arrival sections in current air. Are you sure? The current airport, this one, has basic services such as a cafe located in both the departure and arrival section. No, this is wrong. After redevelopment, there will be more services, including a new backdrop area in the departures section, okay, or terminal, that's a better word, ATM machines, and a car hire service in the arrivals section. I cannot distinguish easily between the two, but ATM machines and car hire service are ATM and car hire are in the arrivals terminal, and the other one is in the departures terminal. Finally, the addition of shops along the walkway leading to the gates will enhance the overall passenger experience, offering more amenities for travelers as they make their way to their flights. Yes, but the walkway is no longer there, which is hard to believe because you cannot eliminate walkway. There are people who want to walk. What are you going to do? Your gate number is 2. You're going to take a SkyTrain, then go to the end to the last station and then walk back? You have to walk. The walkways cannot be eliminated. So this is partially correct, but still I don't see that. It's a little risky move. I mean, it's very risky, not a little. In summary, the airport will be more modern and efficient with increased capacity and additional services to better accommodate passengers' needs. Correctly punctuated, the apostrophe is correctly put here. The summary is very generic, correct, but generic. So I can understand some of the elements, but still, yeah, we for instance didn't talk about the check-in, which is still there, but the place is different. And we didn't touch on passport control, customs, security, those elements. I wish we could touch on those as well. There are some minor, less important elements that, those elements were worth mentioning, but they're not mentioned here. We need to look at the band descriptors, but I need to say goodbye to the visual. I'll be back. We're back. Let's look at the band descriptors. Okay. So, yes, we had some inappropriate bits and the one inaccurate reporting. We covered adequately the key elements of this visual, but it's not sufficient. So it's adequate. We understand there are changes. We understood that it will be for the better. Okay, so that much is adequate. How better? And then if you can provide us with more details, You know, that's the difference between 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. As for coherence and cohesion, I wasn't happy with paragraphing, but paragraphing is not the effective element here. It's more about this, there is overall progression. Like, I know we're going to talk about the airport, but I didn't get the logic behind the different paragraphs. The connection inside the paragraphs was not very clear to me for reasons that we discussed. The vocabulary range, the grammar range were relatively sufficient. I didn't pick many grammar errors, nor did I pick any vocabulary related errors, but the word choice could have been improved. So the words are not wrong, but the words could be better, could be much better actually. This needs a little bit more, because from this point on, if you really want a higher score for vocabulary, you need to know some words for for airport. That's a good idea, to learn some vocabulary related to airports. It's not just good for your IELTS, it's good when you book your flight and you're traveling to your English-speaking country of destination, like a terminal, baggage scale. We didn't see any carousels, so we don't need to mention it. We don't have to say something that it's not there. We had car hire, which I usually heard car rentals. Anyway, maybe that's the difference between British English and American English. Both of them are accepted, by the way. Or arrivals terminal, departures terminal. Anyway, as for grammar also, just a variety was there. I saw 2, 3 advanced grammatical structures, but no more than that. 6.5 is safe. This was a safe approach. But if you wish to see an improved version, you wish to see how a 7+, maybe 8 response looks like, the link is in the description. You will go to the IELTS Juice website. There is no need to register, no email, nothing. It's out there. So you just scroll down, you will have this video with the assessment, more information actually about the assessment and the improved version all together, where you can just check paragraph by paragraph and see how you can improve your own reports. On that note, if you wish to see other videos like this, you know where to click. And I hope next time I'll be assessing your task 1s or task 2s. Later. Take care.